What's up, Vault Dwellers? Dan here, and we're back with another round of adult animation. And guess what? You picked them all again. Yeah, that's right. Part 8 is entirely viewer suggestions. And honestly, you people have an incredible taste in the weird. Look, I've been doing these lists for a while now, and every time I think I've scraped the bottom of the animated oddity barrel, someone in the comment drops another amazing gem. Like New Zealand sheep farming adventure, or even some sick canceled cartoons from the canceled network MTV. So here's 10 animated films you demanded I cover. Some I grew up with, some I discovered thanks to you, and a couple that made me question what exactly you think entertainment really is. Let's get into it.
It's a groovy time for a movie time.
Eden was beautiful. Then he destroyed it.
Master, come see.
All right, look, I gotta be honest with you. Heavy Metal 2000 is not a good movie, but I'd probably watch it like 6 times when it came out on DVD because, I was 26 years old and I just loved the original and just desperately wanted this to work. But it doesn't. I mean, here's the thing. The animation, it's impressive for 2000. It's this wild blend of traditional and computer techniques, and Julie, voiced by Julie Strang, who the character is literally modeled after, she looks fantastic just cutting through all the bad guys. And Michael Ironside as the villain, there isn't a better casting out there. I mean, he's just chewing that scenery in a cartoon and loving like every second of it.
Yes. Blind adulation makes me so horny. Bring me a wench! Ah!
But the problem is, it's just like one story stretched way too thin. The original Heavy Metal worked because it was an anthology, short bursts of insanity. This, it's 90 minutes of the same revenge plot. All right, I mean, if you're in the right mood, you're grabbing a beer or whatever your flavor is, you turn off your brain, you might enjoy the eye candy, but just don't expect the original.
The next step in 3 or 4 days, depending on your production, will be the body tank.
If there's a good idea, I'm holding a dick board. A dick board, Woody.
This one, seriously hurts. Good Vibes was this MTV animated series that ran for exactly 1 season in 2011. And it had no business being as funny as it was. Josh Gad voices Mondo, and he's this chubby kid from Jersey who moves to a California beach town and befriends the world's most laid-back surfer. There isn't any other version. And his name's Woody.
God, this is the first time I've ever met a celebrity that I spanked it to. What do I do? What do I say?
Hey, sis.
Sis?
Sup, Coons twins?
It's cunts. Wait, you have a friend?
And here's the thing. When I first watched this, I thought this was going to be garbage. Another crude MTV cartoon trying to cash in on the Family Guy formula. But seriously, this thing's got amazing heart. Mondo's actually likable.
Go introduce yourself. He's very approachable.
I'm gonna do it. I'm good, I'm okay.
The jokes land way more often than they don't.
He's underage, and that's a far more serious offense.
And Danny McBride, he voices this 400-pound bisexual sex ed teacher on a motorized scooter. I mean, that totally worked.
You could just suspend them, then you'll be stuck with them all week. No skin off my tit. No. They're yours.
MTV killed it because, they killed everything good. The animation community still mourns this one.
I love teats, but I can't give her babies. I got no swimmers.
If you can track down all 14 episodes, you should totally do it. Just don't expect a satisfying ending because there isn't one.
Right? She's perfect for me. Check it out. She's wearing sneakers. I'm wearing sneakers.
You can't beat my meat for a special treat.
Sucking on me is really neat.
Don't worry, you're gonna win.
You're not gonna arrange it for me, are you?
Ah, winning's in our blood. Look at this kid.
I hear.
Forget about it. I just love saying that. And this is about a New York mob capo who gets put into witness protection in Saskatchewan. And that's the premise, and that's all you need to know.
One guy hitting another guy ain't boxing, it's assault.
Dad, violence is not a way to solve problems.
Kid.
Jimmy Falcone, he throws his boss out a window after the guy makes a crack about his daughter, and suddenly his whole family has to pretend to be Canadian. Every single episode is Jimmy trying not to solve problems the mob way, and just fails spectacularly. It's Family Guy meets The Sopranos with a helping of maple syrup chaser.
They threw him out on his Aste Spumante.
Jimmy, language!
What?
You know what I love about this show? It's how specific the jokes are. I mean, they got Sicilian culture right in this thing. The superstitions, the completely butchered dialect words. I mean, it's like someone on the writing staff either grew up in the life or did some serious research. It had 3 seasons, like 46 episodes, and the show never got stale. The fact that it ran on like Teletoon and most Americans never heard of it, that's criminal.
Oh, is that a sausage in your pocket, or are you just glad to see me?
Yeah, it's a sausage.
I didn't feel right the way we left things in high school, so I followed you to college. Now I go to barter too.
All right, here's a deep cut. 3 South was created by Mark Hendeman during Family Guy's hiatus, and MTV gave it 11 episodes before axing it. That's it, just 11 episodes. I mean, that's barely enough time to figure out what you're even watching. So this follows 3 freshmen at Barter College, which is a school so terrible, it's a running joke.
I trust you are all ready to meet the high academic standards of such a fine Ivy League institution.
This isn't an Ivy League school.
Yes, it is.
Stanford, he's this naive optimist.
Duh, you've heard my rhymes. I'm gonna be a rapper. It's my only ticket out of the suburbs.
Dell is his eyeless, nose-dominant roommate.
Quiet, you're scaring Mr. Buckles.
And Joe's the smart kid who only ended up there because Harvard rejected him.
If you haven't figured it out yet, I'm going to medical school. Orthopedic.
The humor is absurdist in just the best way possible. And you know what? They got the Flamin' Lips fight test as the theme song. It's a perfect choice.
You have to face him when you're not prepared to face him.
I remember catching episodes of this at like probably 2 a.m. and not understanding why the show wasn't bigger. It's got that early 2000s animation aesthetic that screams, we're trying to be Daria, but weirder.
My dad always told me, if you drink enough, the taste will go away. And a man's touch will be as tender as a woman's.
MTV's promotion was just non-existent, so it died, which is another casualty of network incompetence.
What are we gonna do?
I guess we could try to read the chapters.
All right, you know, this is like video 8, which is like almost 100 of these animations. And I know there's more out there. If you want to see a video 9, throw them in the comments. Let's talk about them. Let's see them on the next episode.
Fresh cash. Hot, wet, stinky cash.
All right, technically this is a TV series, but you people kept requesting it, so here we are. Crank Yankers is actually prank phone calls acted out by puppets. That's it. But it's so genius.
Hey, who that? We're calling from the Phone Zone. It's America's hottest new phone game show.
They record real calls from Nevada because Nevada only requires like one party consent. And they build puppets based on the Marks' voices and their reactions. Special ed alone is worth the price of admission. Jimmy Kimmel, Adam Carolla, Sarah Silverman, Wanda Sykes, Seth MacFarlane. I mean, the voice talent on this show is just absolutely insane. But it's Jim Florentine's character that kills me like every time. Bobby Fletcher, the drunk slacker. Special ed's manic energy.
I don't know how to explain this without being inappropriate, but my penis is, got really small and hasn't come back yet.
Mm-hmm. The puppet design elevates something that could just be another Jerky Boys ripoff into actual art. They brought it back in like 2019, and this show still works. Some comedy is just timeless.
How many feet are in 7 feet?
チンとかいう野郎はおめえか。いや、違う。私はゴードン。
Before Castle Cagliostro, there was this, the first Lupin 3 theatrical film, and honestly, it's just wild in the ways that Cagliostro wasn't. Lupin's up against Mamo. He's this tiny megalomaniac who claims to be like 10,000 years old and responsible for basically all human history. Oh, there's this giant brain, there's some cloning, Hitler shows up as a clone at one point. All right, so the animation style, it's rougher than Cagliostro. Lupin, he walks weird, and the character movements, they feel a little bit off. But that's because it's way closer to like Monkey Punch's original manga. Here's what I love. Like Lupin, he's kind of a jerk in this one. He's irritable, he's super obsessive about Fujiko. It's messier, it's darker, just way more chaotic.
二人っきりになれたのは何年ぶりだと思ってるの？
そういや。
分かってくれる？
わかるわかる。
Cagliostro is the romantic adventure film where Mamo is the unhinged psychedelic trip. The third act goes just completely off the rails, and I'm gonna say I mean that as a compliment. There's like 4 different English dubs that exist for this, and I would highly recommend you track down the discotheque release if you can.
私に選ばれたものだけは生き続ける。永遠に美しいもの、優れたものだけが永遠の生を得られるんだよ。なるほどね。そうだったの。
Michael, would you wipe her hand because she's putting it all over your hair? Mara.
You know, this one made me question what you guys consider to be entertainment. All right, John and Faith Hubley made this animated special about Erik Erikson's 8 stages of psychosocial development. Things like trust versus mistrust, autonomy versus shame, just like all the way through things like integrity versus despair. And it aired on CBS back in the mid-70s, and it's done with like watercolors and jazz. And I can tell you what, it's beautiful, but it's also deeply, deeply strange. There's this little jester guy who guides you through human development, and the animation style, it's unlike anything else from that era.
She sits around, look at the way you're sitting.
She's entitled to sit that way on a Saturday morning for a little while.
Any morning.
You have to...
Some people watch this and they call it a masterpiece, and some people watch this and say it should only be viewed in an altered state. I'm gonna say they're both right, because this is educational animation for adults that doesn't talk down to you. And somewhere hidden in here is Meryl Streep, and this thing won some animation awards. So I guess track it down if you want something that makes you think about your entire life.
It makes me sick, that white bread. You can crumple it up and use it for...
The only thing you could chew.
Yeah. Hey, okay.
Footrot Flats, The Dog's Tale. This was New Zealand's first feature-length animated film, and it's about a sheep farmer and his border collie named Dog. This was based on Murray Ball's comic strip, and it follows Wal Footrot dealing with his terrible neighbors, the Murphys, and his girlfriend Cheeky, and a dog who's convinced Wal loves him more than any woman ever could.
I can see you now, ballsing up all our training in some seedy den of vice. What foul schemes lurk in that woman's tortured mind?
There's some rugby, there's croco pigs. Oh, and then there's this cat named Horse who gets shot, but he survives on sheer rage. Look, this is like a snapshot of rural New Zealand culture that I don't think exists anymore. It's dated in some uncomfortable ways, and the attitude, certain jokes, there's just something undeniably charming about it anyways. The colors are dingy but immersive, and the action sequences with the flood and the Murphy family, they're actually exciting. Dog surfing on a giant wave at the end, that's perfect cinema. This made $2.5 million in New Zealand back in '86, which for New Zealand is massive. The fact that this finally got a DVD release after 26 years shows that people, they still care. I mean, it's not for everyone, but if you've got like any connection to New Zealand or maybe sheep farming or just weird regional animation, I'm going to tell you this thing delivers.
Where are you, little pills? Come here, little pills. I'm going to take...
Hey, I don't know if you guys know how like YouTube works. I don't even know if you care. These videos thrive on what they call engagement, and that's likes, comments, and subscribes. So if you want more videos like this, go do that, okay?
You trying to say I ain't Rilla Foxy Brown?
What I'm trying to say is you're all fakes, cheap knockoffs. You're all parodies of the real thing, created just to be on Drawn Together.
You know, the Drawn Together TV series, it got canceled. So they made a movie about getting canceled. And that's this amazing plot of this thing.
I mean, Clara, you may look like a Disney princess, but how many Disney princesses have done the things you done?
It's about a giant robot called Israel. That's the acronym. And it's voiced by Seth MacFarlane. And he's erasing the characters from existence because they've been removed from the network.
Hey, boss.
You lied to me, Jew producer.
What? No, I would never.
You told...
You know, here's the thing about Drawn Together. It's aggressive. It's crude just for crude's sake, and it knows it. The movie actually argues that sometimes comedy, it doesn't need to make a point. And it directly criticizes South Park for being pretentious. You know, crude with commentary versus crude just because crude is funny. I'm not sure I agree, but I do respect the audacity of it. The animation's a bit cheaper than the show because they switched to Flash animation, you know, for budget reasons, and you can tell. But if you love the series, this is a satisfying conclusion. Captain Hero, he's still a disaster. Foxy Love's still the only competent one, and somehow they got Seth MacFarlane to play an erasing robot, acronymed Israel. I don't know how they got away with half this movie. And the other half? I don't know how they even thought to try.
Jew producer, it's not that I dislike the Drawn Together gang. It's that I hate those motherfuckers!
This is the first and only Adult Swim series to get its own theatrical release, and they made absolutely sure you knew they didn't care about being a real movie. I mean, the opening alone, which you probably saw throughout this video, so maybe I spoiled it, had me laughing so hard I couldn't even breathe. It's an extended middle finger to the audience that somehow makes you love them even more. Master Shake, Frylock, Meatwad, they all team up with the Plutonians and the cybernetic ghost of Christmas Past from the future to stop an exercise machine called the Insanoflex from destroying everything.
You bastard! Not anymore! Daddy! Daddy! Bring it on! Come on, one, take this!
Neil Peart from Rush, he shows up.
Drum solo of life!
Bruce Campbell, he's there.
Right on! Frylock, you change of plans!
I got Tina Fey. I mean, it's chaos. Here's my issue though, like the show works in 11-minute bursts, but stretching this to a feature length means they actually have to have a plot. And this show is allergic to plot.
Well, we're here at the boys club and we're here to throw down!
The first half, it's brilliant, but the second half drags when they try to explain Aqua Teen's origin story. But that opening, and the subtitle gags, you know, Shake being the worst thing alive, it's peak Adult Swim. They made $5.5 million on this with a $750,000 budget. A sequel eventually came out in like 22, direct to video. But this theatrical release, it's historical. Adult Swim proved their weird little show could fill seats, even if they had to tell the audience to leave because they already had their money.
Gotta watch watch out for my musket skills, baby!
Wow, you are great at that game.
You know what these films share? It's that they take animation seriously as a medium for adults. Not as kids' format that occasionally, winks at the parents. Not as a vessel for merchandise. These are films and shows that were made by people who want to do something strange and specific and something that couldn't work in live action. And by the way, keep those suggestions coming if you want a part 9, because there's clearly more where this came from. Oh yeah, keep it weird, folks.
We lost them all.
We get best friend and Ling. Oh, God! Asians are hilarious. Come on, Ling Ling.